for joining us today. Y'all give them a round of applause for joining us today. All right, Huey, let's start off like this. If you were, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about myself. Well, part-time photographer, full-time handsome man. I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to be in your presence.
Thank you.
26 years old. I'm born and raised here in Columbia, South Carolina. Spent a little time in Atlanta, Georgia. I've always been traveling, so I've been a little bit to Tennessee, a little bit to Louisiana, New Orleans, New York. The furthest I've been is Africa. So I always enjoy a little bit of media. So the arts has always been my passion. And I'm finally getting into that.
What part of Africa?
Ghana and Morocco.
Oh, I know that was beautiful.
The most beautiful places I've ever been in my life.
Wow, wow, wow. I'd love to hear it. I definitely have to get over there one day. That is a goal of mine.
I tell everybody, when you do your research, make your goal Africa. That is your end goal.
Most certainly, most certainly. Let me ask you, how did you get started in photography?
I got started because I've always had a passion to make a movie. So I went to ABFF, African Black Film Festival, back in 2018. It was just to go. And the year after that, I said, in 2019, I made a statement. I said, I am making a movie myself. So since 2019, since June 2019, that's when I made my statement to make a movie myself. I said, I need to learn the different areas of making a movie. So from production to director to filming myself. September 2019 is when I purchased my camera from my friend, Tiana Green. And January 2020, that's when I started doing pictures. My friend, he was my first one. I said, hey, come sit right here. And I started taking pictures of him.
So that's how it all started.
That's how it all started.
One of the things that I do want to make a point of, after checking out your Instagram, you have a very good use of natural lighting, which is something that a lot of photographers cannot do. So I do need to definitely applaud you on that. Beautiful work.
Thank you.
Most certainly. What are some of your influences and inspirations?
My influences and inspirations, I've always enjoyed the way the sunlight bounces off black people. It's just our melody. The way the sunlight hits us and the way we absorb it. So, black people in nature is my truth. The what I love. This is my true love right here. So if I can change my settings and hit that right angle, that's my passion. What I see through that camera lens, I want everybody else to see. So that's what I do. That's how I do it.
I love to hear it. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, the melanin is most certainly beautiful. You gotta give the props on it. When it comes to what you do in photography, who would you like to work with? Who are some people that you may want to meet?
It's so many people. Ever since I've picked up my camera, I've met so many amazing people, and I'm continuously meeting more and more different models and photographers. So, can I work with you one day?
We may be able to make that happen, most certainly.
Let's make it happen. I'm always down to be creative.
Yeah.
So if you have a creative mindset, let's make it happen, because photography is not my end goal. Within 5 years, I'm going to make a movie. How? I do not know yet, but I'm going to make a movie starring a dark-skinned black woman and a dark-skinned black male, and we're going to make a movie. How? I do not know yet, but we're going to make it happen.
I love the drive, the determination, the ambition. Most certainly, it's going to happen for you. So I'm definitely speaking that for you as well. Most certainly.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, recently, you were a photographer at the Columbia International Fashion Experience. Am I correct in that?
Yes.
How was that experience for you?
That was, what's the word, exhilarating, because it was very fast-paced in the action. Because I used to work with some models. Well, I didn't know she was a model until it happened. Her name was Anna, I hope I'm saying it correctly, Anna. And I remember when she did HYLO Arts, and later on I followed her on Instagram. She was doing the International Fashion Week, and I was like, oh. And they posted that they needed some photographers, and I emailed them like, hey, can I be a photographer? Can I be a photographer? Sure, come on. And that Wednesday, that Thursday, that Friday, I was just there every day working. So it came that Saturday, I was like, hey, I'm here. And Saturday, I met 15 other photographers, and we just worked. I took over 1,000 pictures at night. And I've just been working ever since then. I learned so much from different photographers who continuously do portraits, weddings, who've been in the industry for at least 5-6 years, 5 to 10 years at least. And they're looking at me like, first time? And I'm like, yeah, and I'm happily learning from each and every person. So, because I'm still new, I only have technically a year and a half into the industry, I happily ask people, hey, how do I do this? Even though I'm a rookie, I don't hesitate to ask questions.
Hey, I'm a firm believer in you never know if you don't ask, right? So asking is most certainly important. It's definitely a good thing, most certainly. So with that, do you have any current or upcoming projects?
Not yet, because I need to get a drone. When I get the drone, that's when I can really start doing my filmmaking. Because I want to do some aerial shots. But until then, I have a mommy and me deal going on for Mother's Day coming up within the next month, 4 or 5 weeks. So I do deals here and there to gather some money for the side. So until then, but in the meantime, I'm always collecting ideas, some creative ideas.
Okay. So a mommy and me deal, y'all hit them up. Mother's Day is literally right there around the corner. So if you need a photographer, definitely hit up QT. All right. If not this, what would you be doing?
If not this, I'll be working in the medical field. Because it's job security and I always have a passion for helping somebody. So in the medical field, sitting behind a desk, being bored.
I got you. Understood. So let's see, when it comes to all that you do, what would be your I made it moment?
The I made it moment would be on a black screen, on a big black screen, on a movie screen, directed by Tawan Hewitt. That is my I made it moment. In credits.
And again, I am most certainly speaking that into existence for you. So we're putting it out there, most certainly. Do you have any advice for others?
Breathe. Just breathe. Don't let that one moment ruin your forever life, day. Something's always gonna make you upset, but just breathe. Always say, remember that. Always keep that in your mind.
That's a great piece of advice, most certainly. Because breathing can definitely get you out of any situation, especially when you're in your head. So breathing, most certainly.
I'm always in my head, so
yeah.
I gotta remember that.
What's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
Oh. How has COVID impacted your career?
COVID has actually it's somewhat helped, but it's been pros and cons, a little 50-50. Because last year, around August, I started getting invested in photography around the marching, around May 30th, when George Floyd marching. So that's when I started and got invested in it. And I was out there in the marshal taking pictures. And I started taking film and everything. So that's when it helped me. And it kind of negatively impacted me because I said, hey, I'm still getting new. Can you help me out with my portfolio? And everybody's like, no, COVID, social distancing. So my portfolio is still up in air. However, because of COVID.
Understood. But you are still growing, so that's what's important, right?
It's always important. Always be a student, no matter what.
Most certainly. Now, I'm a little bit familiar with your clothing line. Can you just tell us a little bit more about it?
I really don't have a clothing line. The only thing I always wear is something simple. I have a t-shirt with my logo on it, or my hoodie with my logo on it.
Okay.
I keep it plain and simple. I'm not selling anything yet. Maybe probably another year, and I'll probably come up with something.
Okay. But we will definitely be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
Most certainly. Where would you most like to visit? You've already been to Africa.
I'm going back to Africa.
And that's where you most like to visit?
Back to Africa.
All right.
Because when I went to Africa, I was only 13 years old. So the mind frame is different from 13 to 26. So I'm gonna look at things very differently. I want to go back and look at Ghana.
Understood. Do you have a favorite comedy TV show?
Fresh Prince.
Classic. Classic material right there.
I mean, if I wanted to do something a little bit later on in the day, the Boondocks.
That's classic material to me as well. I mean, sincerely.
Fresh Prince, Boondocks, or if you want to be up to date, Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's more newer gen.
Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah.
I'm like, Rick.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
something that's coming out today.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't know that one. I'm sorry. Do you have a favorite movie?
So many. Coach Carter? Shred? I prefer cartoons over reality. Because cartoons are so much easier to watch than reality sometimes.
Okay.
It's like an escape plan.
So, cartoon-wise, what's your favorite cartoon?
Hey Arnold.
Okay. That's a classic as well.
Yeah.
If you could create a 2-song playlist, music playlist, what would that consist of?
It's like kind of a new gen artist. Their name is a duo, Earth Gang.
I know a lot about Earth Gang.
Earth Gang. And J. Cole.
Okay.
Earth Gang and J. Cole.
Okay. I rock with both of those. Most certainly. I feel you there.
Yeah. Since you limited me to just two.
Yeah, just 2. So, what motivates you to do this? What motivates you to do the photography?
I want people to see what I see. I see beauty in so many things out there, while people see so much hatred. People see so much hatred and negativity, while I love seeing beauty and happiness. So can we show happiness and beauty sometimes?
I feel like that a snap should have came after that. You know what I mean? Like, it just fit. You know?
Yeah.
But I feel you there, most certainly. I'm all about positivity as well. If you could change something about the world, what would it be?
Homelessness. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired. And sometimes like a couple weeks back, I drove around to my Bojangles, and there was a homeless man. He was just like in everybody's car, like, hey, hey. I'm like, I'll buy him something to eat. So I just bought him something to eat. Because I just know he was just hungry. So.
Homelessness. There's definitely a lot of that out there, unfortunately.
We can get rid of that. Cool. I'd be happy.
So why should others follow and support you?
Because I got a vision. We're going to change something. I don't know what we're going to change, but we're going to change the world somehow. Some way, somehow, we're going to change it. Spread positivity, spread black beauty. We're going to spread something around here.
Spread it, y'all. Do you have any final shout-outs?
Shout out to my sister, shout out to my dad, shout out to my mom. If it weren't for my sister and my dad, I wouldn't have my camera. If it weren't for my mom, I wouldn't be here. And shout out to you for giving me this interview. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Shout out to HYLO Arts.
Shout out to HYLO Art. So with that being said, that actually concludes our interview. Thank you so much for taking the time to interview with us today at 600 Seconds with HYLO Art. Give it up for Huey T, y'all.